Together, please rise in body or in spirit. We'll sing Come, Come, whoever you are. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the heart. If you cannot speak like angels, if you cannot sing before thousands, you can give from deep within you. You can change the world with your take one more step till there is peace for us and everyone. We'll take one more step, one more word. We will say one more word till every word is heard by everyone. We'll say one more word. One more song, we will sing one more song, till every song is sung by everyone. We'll sing one more song. Love will guide us, peace has tried us, hope inside us will lead the way. Nice singing. We got another one. Fill the room. Wake now my senses and hear the earth call. Feel the deep power of being in all. Keep with aware of creation your vow. Giving, receiving as love shows us how. Wake now my reason, reach out to the new. Join with each pilgrim who quests for the true. Honor the beauty and wisdom
whose rights are denied. Take not for granted a privileged place. God's love embraces the whole human race. Wake now, my vision of ministry clear. Brighten my pathway with radiance here. Mingle my calling with all who will share. Work toward a planet transformed by our care. Minister's bringing it. That was right. That was great. Love that.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Reverend Taryn Strauss. I use she, her pronouns. I'm senior minister here at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta, who first saw a religious leader and maybe even potential minister in Amelia Shenstone. So this is a glorious day here for all of us at UUCA, and I want you to know and feel and hear just how welcome you are today into this house of hope and belonging for the human spirit. So I want you to know that this, at the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta, where we are all the time, every day and every way, transforming lives through courageous action, like the kind of life Amelia has led and is continuing to lead, and soulful connection. And so we know we're gonna see some of that courageous action and soulful connection here today. And are we ready? Yes. I think we're ready. So I want you to know that you are welcome, you who love science, who believe and put your faith in humanity, you are welcome here today. And you who believe in a loving God that abides in all things, you are welcome here today in this house of hope where we love beyond belief. You who are queer, who are questioning, lesbian, gay, bisexual, asexual. You who are transgender, you who are genderful on the spectrum, you are welcome every way that you are, every part of you in this holy community. You who are Black, Indigenous person of color, if English is not your first language, well, you are welcome and cherished here in this congregation. Amen? Amen. Children, I don't know if there are any, but if you're here, we welcome you today. Older folks, we honor you, and those in the middle of life, we see you. And we cherish you here. Now this here, our Unitarian Universalist faith, it's a big tent faith. In this place, we believe in a crowded table, room for one more, where all of us belong, where we are all in it together, not in it for perfection, but for connection. In our own way, in our Unitarian Universalist way, in our Southern way. Welcome to all the Yankees, we welcome you. And welcome, by the way, to those of you who are joining us online from our congregation in Carlisle, Massachusetts, part of Amelia's network of friends and co-conspirators and colleagues and religious co-religionists. We welcome all of you into this sacred hour where we are here to witness the becoming of a new minister. So, it's also going to be done in our Atlanta way, maybe even our Hotlanta way. So we welcome you to Hotlanta. So let us prepare the way for each other and for the courageous and deeply felt ministry of Mel Shenstone. Now, we have been thinking, many of us, about the founding documents of our nation, perhaps. Some of them, the Declaration of Independence, developed by Unitarians or maybe just thinkers who in those days dabbled in Unitarianism. But those documents were actually sourced and inspired by indigenous people in our land, claimed, rewritten, and now trampled upon by mostly white people, but originally were sourced by the Haudenosaunee People's Confederacy. They have a founding document naming unity and oneness with the earth as a connected and unified people and community. And in times such as these, sometimes we must return to documents older than our own Constitution, perhaps more sacred, more honest, to remember our primary commitments as religious people, that we value those things that we value most. And so Mel wanted us to begin with the Haudenosaunee Indigenous prayer of thanksgiving. And I've invited Reverend Lori Stevens from our congregation in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, to come and read this with me. Today we have gathered, and we see that the cycles of life continue. We have been given the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now we bring our minds together as one, as we give greetings and thanks to each other as people. Please join me in the refrain. Now our minds are one. Now our minds are one.
We are all thankful to our mother, the earth, for she gives us all that we need for life. She supports our feet as we walk about upon her. It gives us joy that she continues to care for us as she has from the beginning of time. To our mother, we send greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one.
We give thanks to all the waters of the world for quenching our thirst and providing us with strength. Water is life. We know its power in many forms: waterfalls and rain, mists and streams, rivers and oceans. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the Spirit of water. Now our minds are one.
We turn our minds to all the fish life in the water. They were instructed to cleanse and purify it. They also give themselves to us as food. We are grateful that we can still find pure water. So we turn now to the fish and send our greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one.
Now we turn toward the vast fields of plant life. As far as the eye can see, the plants grow, working many wonders. They sustain many life forms. With our minds gathered together, we give thanks and look forward to seeing plant life for many generations to come. Now our minds are one.
With one mind, we turn to honor and thank all the food plants that we harvest from the garden. Since the beginning of time, the grains, vegetables, beans, and berries have helped the people survive. Many other living things draw strength from them too. We gather all the plant foods together as one and send them a greeting of thanks. Now our minds are one.
Now we turn to all the medicine herbs of the world. From the beginning, they were instructed to take away sickness. They are always waiting and ready to heal us. We are happy there are still among us those special few who remember how to use these plants for healing. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the medicines and to the keepers of the medicines. Now our minds are one.
Let us gather our minds together to send greetings and thanks to the animal life in the world. They have many things to teach us as people. We are honored by them when they give up their lives so we may use their bodies as food for our people. We see them near our homes and in the deep forests. We are glad they are still here, and we hope it will always be so. Now our minds are one. We now turn our thoughts to the trees.
The earth has many families of trees who have their own instructions and uses. Some provide us with shelter and shade, others with fruit, beauty, and other useful things. Many people of the world use a tree as a symbol of peace and strength. With one mind, we greet and thank the tree life. Now our minds are one.
We put our minds together as one and thank all the birds who move and fly above our heads. The Creator gave them beautiful songs. Each day they remind us to enjoy and appreciate life. The eagle was chosen to be their leader. To all the birds, from the smallest to the largest, we send our joyful greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one.
We are all thankful to the powers we know as the four winds. We hear their voices in the moving air as they refresh us and purify the air we breathe. They help us to bring the change of seasons. From the four directions they come, bringing us messages and giving us strength. With one mind, we send our greetings and thanks to the four winds. Now our minds are one.
Now we turn to the west, where our grandfathers, the thunder beings, live. With lightning and thundering voices, they bring with them the water that renews life. We are thankful that they keep those evil things made by oak weezers underground. We bring our minds together as one to send greetings and thanks to our grandfathers, the thunderers. Now our minds are one.
We now send greetings and thanks to our eldest brother, the sun. Each day without fail, he travels the sky from east to west, bringing the light of a new day. He is the source of all the fires of life. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our brother, the sun. Now our minds are one.
We put our minds together to give thanks to our oldest grandmother, the moon, who lights the nighttime sky. She is the leader of all women throughout the world, and she governs the movement of the ocean tides. By her changing face, we measure time, and it is the moon who watches over the arrival of children here on earth. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our grandmother moon. Now our minds are one.
We give thanks to the stars who are spread across the sky like jewelry. We see them in the night, helping the moon to light the darkness and bringing dew to the gardens and growing things. When we travel at night, they guide us home. With our minds gathered as one, we send greetings and thanks to the stars. Now our minds are one.
We gather our minds to greet and thank the enlightened teachers who have come to help throughout the ages. When we forget how to live in harmony, they remind us of the way we were instructed to live as people. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to these caring teachers. Now our minds are one.
Now we turn our thoughts to the Creator, or Great Spirit, and send greetings and thanks for all the gifts of creation. Everything we need to live a good life is here, on this Mother Earth. For all the love that is still around us, we gather our minds together as one and send our choicest words of greetings and thanks to the Creator. Now our minds are one.
We have now arrived at the place where we end our words. Of all the things we have named, it was not our intention to leave anything out. If something was forgotten, we leave it to each individual to send such greetings and thanks in their own way. Now our minds are one.
Please say the chalice lighting words with us. May the light of this flame illuminate our tradition of seeking. Invite all who yearn for acceptance and ignite our passion for justice and peace.
Greetings. I am the Reverend Nancy Combs Morgan, and I am an elder white woman wearing a blue and white striped shirt with reddish hair and maroon glasses. I serve as a congregational field staff consultant with the Unitarian Universalist Association in the Southern region. It is my honor today to bring greetings from the Unitarian Universalist Association upon the ordination of Amelia Shenstone. In recognition of this momentous occasion, I bring an awareness that in Unitarian Universalism, ordination signifies a congregation's formal recognition and affirmation of an individual's call to ministry. For the individual, it marks a transition into the clergy and the covenantal relationship between that individual and the community, with the awareness that this sacred commitment is to serve our faith with ministerial authority and responsibility. For the leaders of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta and the First Religious Society of Carlisle, you are engaged in this very moment in our theological exercise of congregational polity. For by this ordination, you are stepping into the holy mystery of our heritage and our traditions. Many blessings, Reverend Shenstone. Know that our UUA staff honor and recognize this milestone moment in your ministerial development, and may it be so.
And would you join me, please, in the spirit of prayer? We belong to joy and gratitude. We are one with its irrepressible smile, its outstretched arms, its spinning delight. We belong also to sadness and suffering. We are one with its downcast vision, its tugging emptiness, its thudding heart. The thing is, we belong. The great gift is we belong. Our prayer is to be awake and alive to all of it, to never fool ourselves into a sense of separation. Our prayer is to remember, to reacquaint ourselves with the full force of being human, to embrace the great miracle of being alive on this earth, being alive here now, as we take this breath and this breath and this one. All of us breathing together in this room and encircling the globe. We are part of this world filled with beauty and love. We are part of this world driven by chaos and disregard. May we live, hope, and act as if the melting glacier and the starving child and the fearful family are part of us. May we live, hope, and act as though the glorious sunrise and the splashing wave and the mighty tree are part of us. May we live as though we truly, completely, and amazingly belong to this tremulous, shimmering life. Amen.
Let us rise together in body or in spirit to sing the oneness of everything. Far beyond the grasp of hands, or light to meet the eye, past the reaching of the mind, there find the key to nature's harmony in an architecture so entwined, like the birds whose patterns grace the sky and carry all who join in love expanding. The message of peace will rise in flight, taking the weight of the world upon its wings. In the oneness of everything, peace is in the dance of trees who stir before the first breath of wind is yet perceived. Trust in the song becoming one with the dance, and all mysteries can be believed. Songs of lives long past that touch our own are written in the earth, ever giving, and now to maintain the harmony gives to us all lives worth living. For the oneness of everything, still we seek to find the truth, that we might understand and reduce to terms defined. Vast and immeasurable time and space, also overwhelmingly designed. Oh, passing years just might I know the faith that winters in the heart to be reborn in spring, to hear and to feel the pulse of life enters my soul, that's a song to sing of the oneness of everything.
During ordinations, we celebrate the reciprocity of gifts. Gifts that the ordinand, Amelia Shenstone, has received during her ministerial formation of mentorship, wisdom, and resources. Gifts that the ordinand has given of dedication, study, and growth. I know that being in divinity school alongside Mel as we survived the pandemic together was certainly a gift. Now you all have the opportunity to practice one of the core UU values of generosity. The offering we collect today will be shared between two recipients. The first is Egan Ifulja, an intentional eco-village community of indigenous Muskoka persons who, 180 years after having been forcibly removed from their traditional homelands in what is commonly / colonially known as Alabama, have returned for the purposes of practicing linguistic, cultural, and ecological sustainability. The second recipient will be the Living Tradition Fund, which provides 3 types of support for UU ministers: need-based scholarships for theological students in formation, new minister assistance to reduce the burden of high educational debt and repayment, and emergency assistance grants to ministers, religious professionals, other congregational staff, retired ministers, and their loved ones. Sharing the gifts of her ordination with her colleagues and with indigenous peoples doing the work of decolonization is a beautiful act of generosity from Mel. So let us affirm her by giving generously ourselves to use the mundane reality of money for a higher purpose in this spiritual moment, to build the world we dream about. The offering will now be gratefully received. Thank you to the choir for that beautiful song offering. Nice work. And now, please join me in the dedication of the offering. To the work of this faith, which is weaving a tapestry of love and action we call community, we dedicate our lives and these offerings. May it be so.
I will admit that when Mel shared this hymn we just heard, Be Here With Me, I had a momentary wish that instead of listening to me talk, maybe we could just listen to the hymn 3 times in a row. Right? Because yes, please, I need to be here, be present, be real, be joyful, be grieving, be doubtful, be loving. I am so thirsty for spiritual support these days. Raise your hand if you wake up these days and think, what fresh mess is waiting for me now? Right? I mean, like what? Once upon a time, in the before times, I used to think of spiritual practice as a thing I would one day get better at. It was on my growth to-do list. It was aspirational, frosting on a cake. Not anymore. And let me also name that once upon a time, I thought spiritual practice was hard, was something that needed discipline. But that was when I thought I needed to sit on a cushion and meditate, quiet my mind, get out of my own way. I definitely need to get out of my own way, don't get me wrong. But although some of us find great relief and comfort in taking 20 minutes to sit, to be, to listen deeply, to empty ourselves, other of us need to dance, need to cry, need to craft, need a nap. I am here to evangelize that spiritual practice is anything that helps you feel connected to something larger, that gives you hope, that makes you drop your shoulders. Everybody drop your shoulders right now. That warms your heart. And I am here to tell you that it is one of the most important things you can do. Because it's only when we are connected, when we are hopeful, when we are optimistic, that we can face down the horrors of rising fascism. We can get into good trouble. We can take strategic risks in community that will help us push against the status quo, push against this slow-moving apocalypse that is late-stage capitalism. Turns out that when I thought of spiritual practice as something I should be doing more or doing better because I wanted to be a better person, my spirit had a very strong no thank you response. Turns out that if I treat spiritual practice as yet another form of self-improvement, my inner child immediately digs her heels in. I am now living in the understanding that spiritual practice is whatever helps me say yes. And that reminds me that I am not alone. The work that is required of us today requires that we be able to say yes. And it requires that we know where our communities are so that we can say yes together. One of the things that helps me say yes, and that Mel and I have in common, is a deep love for optimistic speculative fiction. In order to fight the good fight, I need to know what I'm fighting for. I still remember the feeling of ache and longing and joy that I felt the first time I saw the Marvel movie Black Panther. That taste of Wakanda stays on my heart. I need examples of how it could be otherwise. I need help practicing and stretching my moral imagination, my capacity to believe that another world is possible, or even better, in the beautiful words of Arundhati Roy, that another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. So, how about I tell you about one such possible world that keeps me going? Would you like to hear about the day in 2083 that the aliens came to save us and what happened? Please say yes, because that's the sermon. Okay, good. Good, I'm glad you want to hear that story. So, the aliens come, and they say, "Oh my God, I'm so glad we made it in time. You're here still. We have been doing this, and we have been to 4 other worlds, and they were already extinct by the time we got there. What a relief. You're still okay. Barely, but you're okay, and we're here to help you. We are here to teach you the new technology that is going to help you build these amazing organic space stations, just like we did, because we also destroyed our planet. We are with you, and we are here to teach you the next thing." But guess what? It turns out that the people of 2083 already lived through the Dandelion Revolution. The times in the 2040s where everyone said, enough is enough, we are not doing capitalism anymore, it's not working. The story I'm telling you was written by Ruth Anna Emrys in A Half-Built Garden, highly recommend. And it starts with the Dandelion Manifesto. Do you want to hear a part of the Dandelion Manifesto? Oh, good, I'm so glad, okay. The first power was nature. In humanity's infancy, power was not yet ours to hold. Laws and forces beyond human comprehension shaped our lives, and everything we did was aimed at survival. The second power was spirit. Incomprehensible forces took on form and personality. We struggled to comprehend their whims, and power was born from divine approval. The third power was law. We decided what we thought right and set principles above any king. Power at last became a human thing. The fourth power was money. The forms we built took on a life of their own, and the power we created escaped from our grasp and devoured us. The fifth power is nature. We understand the wisdom in the forces that first shaped us, but now we adapt to them, learn from their patterns, and dance with them. Power is ours, but not ours alone, and we create harmony with the world. That's, yeah, right? That's version 2.3 of the Dandelion Manifesto, released in December of 2043. Don't you love it? I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. There's this terrific arc from fearing and appeasing the thunder and lightning to the rule of popes and kings to a democratic understanding that it's up to us to decide what matters and what values guide our decisions, and that we absolutely need to make these decisions in a co-created, adaptive dance with all of the forces of nature, of which we are only a small part. And hello, capitalist and colonialist rules of consumption and domination are not the ones. Thank you very much. No. Yeah. And this near future world, this half-built garden, it's so beautiful because it leverages the best of technology to make sure that we are making the best decisions for the recovery and the survival of all of our ecosystems. Because get this, in 2083, we are not organized by nation states, and we do not signal identity and belonging with corporations or brands. No, in this near future, we are organized by watersheds. You read this book, I see you. That's right. The communities gather and organize and are accountable to each other according to the land they live on and the watersheds they impact and are impacted by. We are responsible for and accountable to all the living organisms in our ecosystems, and they are delimited by the water that touches them. And when I read this, I was like, this is brilliant. Don't you think it's brilliant? Yes, Lori agrees with me, it's brilliant. What a beautiful way to illustrate the ideas of Adrienne Maree Brown, Black futurist and abolitionist and visionary. Raise your hand if you're familiar with the book Emergent Strategy. I would like to see more hands the next time I am here visiting you, but you don't need to do the book. You can just go to YouTube, and there's a bunch of really great little clips of her really sharing the nuggets of her wisdom. And it's really great, and it uses the natural world and natural principles to explain how we can organize and make change in our systems in ways that are flexible and ever-changing, ever-shifting. And I'm thinking for sure Ruth Anna Emrys is also a student of Adrienne Maree Brown, who teaches us about dandelions, this one in particular. Dandelions, who don't know whether they are a weed or a brilliance, a fractal model of resilience, resistance, regeneration, and decentralization. Fractal models of resilience, resistance, regeneration, and decentralization. You know what else could be a fractal model of resilience, resistance, regeneration, and decentralization? Us, UU communities and congregations. We are the dandelions. Yes, we are already primed to resist authority in the same way that the dandelion resists, right? We are already committed to the beloved community. We are already stubborn and tenacious like weeds. Right? Right, we are, yes. Our congregations and communities are the places where we practice being here, where we practice saying yes, where we remind ourselves that we are not alone, we have never been, and we never will be. So now we're going to practice saying yes for a minute. Are you ready? Yes. See, you already do it. Good job, good job. Okay, so I need someone to call out a thing that we need to say yes to. Democracy. Starting my damn garden. Okay, let's do one at a time. Democracy. Yes. Starting a garden. Yes. Leaving dandelions alone. Yes. Bodily autonomy. Yes. Love. Yes. Justice. Yes. Healing. Yes. Okay. Chocolate? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely chocolate. Thank you so much. All right, let's stretch ourselves into a little bit of discomfort. What's the thing that we need to say yes to that half of the room would be like, Well, I hope that everyone would be like, yes, using they, them pronouns. I'm thinking more like reparations, abolition. So abolition, yes. Reparations, yes. Being uncomfortable and staying in it. Yes. See? We can do this. We can do this. We can say yes. We are a network of relentlessly optimistic weeds. We take turns giving each other hope. We are the people who say yes. Mel, today you are saying yes in one of the most profound ways possible. And we are so happy for you and so happy for us that you are saying yes. Thank you for holding the center of this particular fractal moment of possibility. This yes. Thank you for helping us grow our muscles of hope and possibility, our collective moral imagination. I have known you since you were a lay leader in this congregation, and it has been a pleasure and a privilege to witness your formation and your becoming into the minister that you are today. Yes, yes. Your ministry has always been about yes, about healing, about resistance and resilience and transformation and liberation. Your yes today gives us all hope and strength and joy, and we are so grateful for it. Yes, yes. What a wonderful and joyous occasion. And as we move forward to the best part, the act of ordination itself, let us all do so with a big, big yes in our hearts for Mel's ministry and for our collective future of resistance and resilience, of interdependence and healing. Yes? Yes. Amen.
We are living in the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together, some in power and some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. I am alone. I am searching, hungering for answers in my time. I am balanced at the brink of wisdom. I'm impatient to receive a sign. I move forward with my senses open. Imperfection, it be my crime. In humility I will listen. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living in the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in a stream together, some in power and some in pain. And we can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. On this journey through thoughts and feelings, binding intuition, my head, my heart, I am gathering the tools together. I'm preparing to do my part. All of those who've come before me, band together and be my guide. Loving lessons that I will follow. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living in the great big dipper, and we are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in a stream together, some in power and some in pain. And we can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. When we get there, we'll discover all of the gifts we've been given to share have been with us since life's beginning, and we never noticed they were there. We can balance at the brink of wisdom, never recognizing that we've arrived. Loving spirits will live together. We're all swimming to the other side. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in a stream together, some in power and some in pain. And we can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. And we are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in a stream together, some in power and some in pain. And we can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that we live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side.
Some more fun. In the living tradition of Unitarian Universalism, only a congregation can ordain someone. To ordain is to officially charge a person with the responsibility to serve our people, our faith, and our world. For centuries, our ministers have been called out from among us, reaching their ministry after a faithful engagement as members of a congregation and years of preparation. Today we gather to participate in this profound and joyous ritual as we call forth Amelia, affirming her call, celebrating her gifts, and blessing her ministry.
Today, in the tradition of our Free Church, we who are gathered here in Atlanta and online in Carlisle, Massachusetts, have the honor and duty of adding another minister to the stream of clergy that reaches back in time and far forward into the future. The act of ordination bestows the authority of religious leadership, the title of reverend, and the privilege to wear a stole and bear the responsibilities of that mantle.
Amelia, you have prepared yourself with deep contemplation, study, and experience that have equipped you for this vocation. And you've been recognized by the Ministerial Fellowship Committee of our association as ready to serve.
We witnessed your commitment and gifts to this congregation, and we honor your calling to the Unitarian Universalist Ministry. In our eyes and hearts, now, you are a minister. Now, in this sacred moment, and by the authority of these congregations, it is our privilege to ordain you.
Are you ready to embark formally and fully upon the path of ministry?
I am ready and willing.
have more to do.
There's more.
There's more. Save some more applause. As the church where Amelia recognized her call to serve in the ministry of our tradition, the representative board members of our congregation have voted to ordain Amelia Shenstone. Will the members of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta now rise in body or spirit?
As a teaching church that helped to form Mel into the minister she is today, by vote of our membership, our congregation has chosen to ordain Amelia Shenstone. Will the members of the First Religious Society now rise as you are able in body and spirit? And truthfully, we're talking about you at home. Oh.
We invite you now to speak the words of the ordination printed on the screen with energy so you can feel it wherever we may be. Together, we, the members of the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Atlanta,
And we, the members of the First Religious Society of Carlisle,
do hereby joyfully and reverently ordain you, Amelia Shenstone, to the Unitarian Universalist Ministry. May you minister from your whole radiant self, heart and mind, body and spirit, ancestry and imagination. May your creativity heal, your compassion connect, and your kindness guide. Speak the truth with courage and wisdom, tender in sorrow and bold in the face of injustice. Let your ministry be a garden for souls, rooted in community, nourished by love, and always growing. In struggle, may the earth hold you. In joy, may creativity nourish your spirit and keep you going. Carry our living tradition with loyalty and hope. And above all, may your life and ministry be a blessing to all you serve and to the sacred unfolding of this world. We recognize you. We bless you. We are with you. Will Amelia's family, friends, and colleagues please rise in body or spirit and affirm this ordination? Together, with joy and pride, we affirm this ordination. Mel, we have watched you and encouraged you as you worked and prepared for this day. Remember, you're never alone. All of your teachers, ancestors, family, friends, and colleagues are with you and will always be with you. Continue in the work you have begun. We recognize you. We bless you. We are with you.
I have one. It is with deep joy that I embrace this ministry to which you ordain me. I vow to serve with both reverence and joy, holding the deep responsibility and sacred opportunity of this ministry, with gratitude for those who have traveled this path before me and alongside me. I promise to carry the meaning of this day in my heart. May my ministry be a source of love, a vessel for healing, a spark for liberation, and a force for transformation. Together, let us begin.
Yes.
Amen.
Mel, it's just been a treat to be your friend, just to be with you. And I'm so honored to be able to be the one to bestow this gift of your ministry. One of our congregants, Joyce Lanterman, made this for you. She couldn't make it today, but yes, usually she would be over there in the choir. Yes, she would. Your stole.
Now, you might remember that on the altar in Carlisle is a singing bowl that we use to open the service, remind us to meditate, all those good things. Well, here's yours. Use it as you will.
Shall we listen to it together? Ooh. Thank you. It's a bass.
Performed by who?
Let's sing together, There Is a Love.
There is a love holding me. There is a love holding all that I love. There is a love holding all. I rest in this love.
Holding us.
There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love.
One more time, make up some harmonies.
There is a love holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in this love.
Mel, I invite you to join me up here. Good afternoon. My name is Sophia Dosher. I am one who has traveled with Mel through this formation process, and it is my deep pleasure to be here to lead this sacred ritual of the laying on of hands for this ordination. To reach this moment, Reverend Amelia sounds good. Has been loved and shaped by all these people, all of those here gathered in this sanctuary, all those joining us online, and many more who are not able to be present today but are with us nonetheless. In the laying on of hands, we are offered a moment to embody the love holding us all. As a leader is symbolically surrounded, centered by community, signifying that the leader comes from them and is set apart to serve. In this ritual, each person lays an open palm on the shoulder of a person in front of them. Or if you are joining us on Zoom this morning, you may hold up your hand to the screen. And that open palm is an expression of letting the Spirit flow forward, of tender touch, and of passing along wishes for well-being of all that is needed to sustain a ministry. Through Reverend Amelia's ministry, she will use her hands to care for others. And this ritual shows that that power that she has does not come from Amelia alone, but from that which is greater than ourselves, from all of those who love her, all those who share in our Unitarian Universalist faith, all the ancestors, all those who have come and gone before in ministry. This is a physical symbol of Reverend Amelia's connection to a much larger web of care, of wisdom, and of intention. In a moment, I will call forward Amelia's family, and then all of the religious professionals and seminarians, and then all others here and online who have supported Reverend Amelia in her formation to bless this ministry going forward. And as that web grows, those who surround Amelia with a touch will be connected to others who reach out to their shoulders, and so on, all linked, all together. So Mel, are you ready to receive the laying on of hands?
I am.
Wonderful. And so we begin. I invite forward Mel's family to be in this closest circle of support and connection. I'll invite you to come up here. Now come and gather around Amelia and place a hand somewhere on her shoulder or arm or back. And for those family who are joining us online, now is a good time to place your hands forward towards the screen and have your love felt by Amelia right now. And take a moment to feel that love, Mel. Though each ministry is unique in its own challenges and joys, we are none of us alone. And so I call forward those colleagues, religious professionals, ministers, educators, and seminarians to join in this web of sacred touch. From here, perhaps we can move a little forward now. There we go. And for those who are gathered online now, it is your turn to put your hand towards the screen and send that spirit towards Reverend Amelia. And for the congregations and all those gathered here in love and support, I invite you now into this web. You can come forward from the pews as needed. And for anyone who needs to remain at your seat and those attending online, you can raise your hand up towards Amelia. Come forward, everyone. Don't be shy. Let's create this web. Yes. Right now, we are the love holding all. Reverend Amelia, take a moment to take this in. All are joined. We are joined through touch, through spirit. We are all connected. And we are connected to those who loved each of us into being, all those who couldn't be here, but whose love affirms Reverend Amelia's ministry, all the spiritual teachers and the traditions, the professors, the mentors, and the spiritual guides in Reverend Amelia's life. We are connected right now to all those who have been and will be impacted by Reverend Amelia's ministry. May these hundreds of hands in this moment have the power of love and grace, of integrity and uplift. May they impress upon Amelia that she is never alone, that she is taking her place in the lineage of all those who came before and who will come after her as a religious leader. May this power flowing through these hands right now fill Amelia. And may she remember that this power is not to be held tightly, but must continue flowing outward through her ministry. May she know the strength of her ministry and the gentleness. May her ministry be courageous and joyful and restful and full of love. May we all be changed by this moment, this beautiful ministry, and carry that change into the world as our blessing and as our gift. May it be so. Amen. And before we part ways, I invite you to join once more in song to echo the love that we are holding on to right now.
There is a love
Holding us.
holding us. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. We rest in its love.
Thank you. Reverend Amelia Shenstone, you have received the laying on of hands, and we are all better for it. May the power of this ritual go forth in your ministry and in these communities. I invite everyone to take a step back towards your seat, to remove your hands, but may that connection stay with you.
Reverend Mel Shenstone. I am so struck witnessing from the front row here how ready you are to be the one who is conducting these ceremonies.
Yes.
You are already such a good steward of our tradition. Today, it is my privilege and my honor to offer the collegial welcome, to officially invite you into the collegial web of UU ministers. This is a ritual that was formerly known as the right hand of fellowship, although even in those days, I preferred the hokey pokey of fellowship. You put your hands in, you put your hands out, you put your hands in, and you shake them all about. That's what it's all about. That and so much more. In many cultures throughout history and across the world, the collegial welcome serves to invite new clergy into the ranks of the reverend. Not the revered, mind you, but those who have undertaken special training and commitment to express their reverence before the divine by honoring its essential elements in this world of love, compassion, and justice. For example, in the Christian tradition, we know from Scripture, from Galatians chapter 2, that James, Cephas, and John recognized the grace in Paul and offered he and Barnabas the hand of fellowship. Throughout traditions across the world and throughout the ages, the tradition of a collegial welcome has been an affirmation that we are all links in the long and strong chain of ministry. In 2012, I received the collegial welcome from Reverend Hank Peirce. He in turn received it from Reverend Sheldon Bennett, who received it from Reverend Helen Cohen. Back beyond that, I haven't been able to trace it yet. In theory, we can go all the way back to Paul, but between transatlantic travel and schisms in the church, there's definitely a break in there somewhere. So the welcome that I give you today comes from all of those good ministers historically and your good colleagues today. I know from knowing you and from seeing the many good examples here in our ordination service today, that you know what it means to be a good colleague. I urge you to lean into your collegiality during your ministry, even when you don't feel like going to the minister's meeting.
That could never happen.
Even when we've disappointed you. Ministry is a team sport. During the most difficult moments in my own ministry, I have always reached out to colleagues for advice and encouragement, as several folks here today can attest directly. And I have never regretted spending an hour on the phone with a colleague, especially if I was embarrassed about a real doozy of a mistake that I had made or a seemingly intractable crisis that I had found myself in. I can tell you, both from written covenant and lived experience, UU ministers are always here for one another. And so this afternoon, I offer you the choice. Would you like your collegial welcome in the form of a handshake or a hug?
Hug, please.
am Reverend Jessica Young Chang. On behalf of this generous, open-hearted, and fired-up community present with you, and those of us who love you and are with you in spirit, though not in body, I am honored to offer your blessing and charge, Mel, on the brilliant occasion of your ordination. I bring you all greetings of peace, love, and solidarity from my siblings in the United Church of Christ, a progressive Protestant denomination of Christianity. Mel, you and I have traveled the path of ordination alongside each other. You held my heart and my hand when I worried that my process would never end. And you placed your hand on me during my ordination. And I held your hand and jumped up and down with you when you completed your interview and learned that the path to this very moment was cleared for you, that your colleagues in the UU tradition could welcome and support your call to ministry. I have come to know and trust you as a person who knows her own mind, who is attentive and generous when supporting others, and who is devoted to embodying and sharing love. You trust and nurture your experience of divinity in the natural world and the human body. You practice abundant and thoughtful love in your communities and relationships. You are self-reflective and intelligent. You are wise and deliberate and profoundly insightful. We rejoice that you have answered this call with a resounding yes. Thank you, Chaplain. Thank you, Reverend. Thank you, child of the beloved. The work in front of you is compelling and often beautiful, and it is also challenging. Ministry will offer you growth opportunities disguised as problems, frustrations, conflict, loneliness. As chaplains, we affirm the spectrum of feelings, which means if you are even a little afraid, I affirm that and understand that. I also offer you the words of two of my teachers, the Jewish carpenter turned justice movement maker from Palestine, Jesus, and the Black, queer, oracle, prophet, and artist from Harlem, James Baldwin. Do not be afraid. You have all that you need within you to meet what arises. You are surrounded by community who support and help you, who speak truth to you when illusion is distracting, who remind you of the strength and beauty in your heart. Community members, in my tradition, when we offer a charge, we extend our hands toward they who are receiving the blessing. I invite you now, as you are able, to extend your hands with me toward your camera or toward Mel in the space with you. Reverend Amelia Margaret Shenstone, in a suffering, frightened, violent world, I offer you this charge. Trust the earth and your roots in it. Trust the trees and the lessons they offer. Trust the mirror of healthy, boundaried love that encourages you to grow. Trust the breath and the wind of spirit in your heart, your body, and in your life. Stay in community and stay accountable. Ask for and accept help. Work hard. Listen to the ancestors. Rest deeply and more often than you think you need. This work is yours, and now is the time for work such as this. May the blessing and fire poured out on you this day feed you in all that is to come. And may your ministry bear fruit of peace, justice, and love for all beings in all realms. Amen. Ashe. May it be so.
Please rise in body or in spirit. We got one more song to sing with Reverend Amelia Shenstone.
We belong to one another, to each other we are bound, as we build a world together, full of joy that we have found. What we owe to others. When they need us, we respond. We belong to one another, and we hold a common bond. We rely on one another at the dawning of our days, when we learn from those around us how we live on loving ways. As we grow, we need each other and the gifts that we can share. As our lives come to an ending, how we need each other's care.
Friends, we have gathered love in this room from circles that go so far beyond us that it is hard to imagine. And we have the power to carry that love in circles far beyond us in ways that almost surpass the imagination. Are we ready to say yes? To keep imagining? Yes. To keep showing up for one another, come what may? Yes. To widen our expand our understanding of who one another means, who that is, and who we include and share our love with every day, wherever we are. To be here, wherever here is. Yes? 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 Yes! Let's sing.
We give thanks for one another, for each heart and hand and face. We are grateful for the blessings that infuse our lives with grace. May we offer our abundance as we're given. May we give in our thanks for one another. May we help each other live.
Let's go for it.